banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. On the visitor's sideline, Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen. His guys got the season started on a high note, a home victory in the opener. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys also winners in week 1, so a couple of 1-0 teams ready to get after it here. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And we've seen the flashes throughout his 4 years in the league, but he's coming off an injury-riddled season where he only played 10 games. Has to eliminate the costly turnovers at 52 in 4 seasons, and he's hoping the new coach Liam Cohen can unlock his untapped potential, and it has to happen right now.
That one good for 33 and a first. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Etienne once more. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Etienne up the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. 24. Lawrence now off the bootleg. And he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown. Brian Thomas, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jags get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after try forthcoming. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
The numbers for Walker from last week's effort, 21 carries, 92 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little?
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards. Game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. A give for Walker running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Now Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Now Lawrence.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Open man, it's Hunter.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. There's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
1st and 10 at the 31. Here we go.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32.
Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play.
Throwing Jones.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Come on. Bronco 80.
Now a handoff running through the middle.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, ready?
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
Go.
Back to throw. Jones.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Ready?
Looking to throw. Jones.
And a dangerous throw there. Incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Ready? 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
This defense for the Jags, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct. You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick, and the Jaguars are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well on that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Now 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Off play action. Jones. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he's brought down. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
Let's go.
42-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Jordan Lewis on the coverage.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Ken Walker, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents. We've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
And he returns this to the 22. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Let's go. Defensively.
straight ahead, ETN.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Hey, Lion!
Here's Lawrence. He'll get that underneath ETN. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From midfield now, Lawrence. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers.
It'll be a gain of 5. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bengals 45.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
Loss of 2 yards. And it's
Hey, run!
In motion goes the tight end.
Lawrence. Throw out wide is incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And look at this Jaguar defense.
Now, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Walker. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The Bengals at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo.
It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first-half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Travis Etienne of the Jags offense set to take over again here.
Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Another toe for Etienne.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Now Lawrence to throw.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Lawrence on the sneak.
Then he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Trevor Lawrence.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score.
The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. For the Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
At the 49-yard line.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
This 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Jones. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Let's go.
On the handoff, this is Walker. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Justin Jefferson.
36 yards.
And the Bengals add 6 to their lead.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne.
And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
Guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it?
Got a man, that's Hunter.
And he goes out right around the 39. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Open man is Myers. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Jaguars first down.
Play action. It's Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
A handoff for Etienne.
And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for the Jaguars.
On first down, right back to Etienne.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Lawrence will throw. A short throw there to Strange.
Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Buda Baker, the safety. He gets in from the secondary for the sack.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bengals offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you could almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand-checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's another first down.
Liam Cohen has reached for and thrown the red challenge flag. He wants a second look at this. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown.
Justin Jefferson
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. ETN.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
He completes it to Hunter. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now. Looking to throw. Lawrence.
He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jags first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Running out of the gun with ETN.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
On 2nd down, ETN once more.
And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
24.
Back to throw. Lawrence.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. And this one hits at the run, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. 2nd and 14.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. This time they stay on the ground. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line.
So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. We enjoyed it so much last week, the EA folks said, hey, come back, let's do it again. So here we are, week 2. Let's get after it. Our trip around the NFL starts now. At Lambeau Field in Green Bay, the Packers at home to take on the Commanders. And he was a top 10 rusher from a year ago, Josh Jacobs. spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And it's the veteran Aaron Rodgers. He connects. It's a 16-yard touchdown. The Steelers, looking for a 2-0 start, they lead at the half. Lastly, let's get down to Miami. The Dolphins hosting the New England Patriots. And it's a man back from an injury and looking good, Stephon Diggs. He's going to look this one in, and they're not gonna catch him. 75 yards this one goes, the catch and run for the score. This one's at halftime, and it's the Patriots trying to bounce back from a Week 1 loss. They lead at the half. With that, a look at the rest of the scores from a jam-packed Week 2 of the new NFL season. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Walker once more. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. Here's Jones. Off the play fake. This is caught. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Check. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready, right?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Let's go.
Walker. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
70 Timberwolves.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jaguars 17.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. You know, it's great to be a Pro Bowl quarterback, all-pro wide receiver. Those guys get all the endorsements. But we've seen a lot of guys carve out a great career as a special teams ace.
And it's one of the most important parts of the game. We can talk offense and defense all we want, but
it's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Jags are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dub for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, there have been stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up second down. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
17 yards. That's good. For the Jaguars. First down.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Thomas. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Complete to number 7, Brian Thomas Jr.
Hey, Ron!
Throw left side, complete. That's Hunter. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Hey, easy, help, help!
Lawrence going to throw again. Screenplay. Here's ETN. 7 yards there on the first down screenplay.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one. A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Abdul Carter. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down.
A 41-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Let's go now.
Now Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Foyesade and Hurricane. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion!
Now Lawrence. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quicker. And his throw is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing Jones. That is caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready? Cougar 19. Ready?
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
At the 35-yard line.
Get it. Bronco 80.
Here's a give up the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. If they're going to try to complete this comeback, they need more runs like that from him, because until that point, he's been virtually shut down.
And based on where they are right now in this game, you would expect the ball to be in the air. But his ability to break off those types of runs, you can get big chunk plays on the ground as well. And he just provided one.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, I'll tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll look to ETN to start things out. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
Now Lawrence. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. They go play action with Lawrence. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for the Bengals TD. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out.
Crew able to connect on the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. A very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Lawrence will try again after the pick six.
That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Thomas, the man in motion left.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
He finds his man complete. That's Myers. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
12 more yards. That's another Jaguars first down. A gain of 12.
Here's Lawrence.
And Thomas has it. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
4 yards. That's good for the Jaguars.
Lawrence. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Another incomplete pass there. We've seen a bevy of those. This secondary, they've been pretty good, haven't they?
They certainly have. They've allowed the one touchdown through the air, and they're going to be upset about that later when they win.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Hunter with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
The kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22.
30.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. There's the former Jaguar, DJ Chark. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got a Bengals first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
70 Lions.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
Here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to
Back to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ready? 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready?
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2.
Let's go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
3rd down.
Got it. Take go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to have a Bengals first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
21-yard line.
On the ground, this is Quinshawn Judkins. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Kennedy. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 8-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
For the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you could get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hunter. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Jaguars first down.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Open man is Myers. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Jaguars first down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. It's Myers again with another catch. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Screenplay, here's ETN. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Complete to Travis Etienne. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bengals 19-yard line.
Back to throw again. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Abdul Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Hey, lion. Hey, Soko, hunt.
Lawrence will throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
The Bengals take over 1st
Well,
and
offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
The tackle by Eric Armstead.
brings up 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Hawks, let's go.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw out play action.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
No.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Now ETN to start the drive.
And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Got a man, that's Hunter. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
They go play action with Lawrence.
He's going to let it fly. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Hunter with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit.
Play after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Cincinnati, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.